to talk about this image and how it relates to Splatoon 3's DLC. Real quick, let me get some stream stuff up on YouTube if there even is a stream. It's like, yes, there is. Cool. Hopefully we don't drop any frames because I have the computer in a like auto mode instead of the typical ultimate mode for this desktop setup. So I probably should be, doing some schoolwork, going to take a shower, go to sleep pretty soon. Which I might just like screw my work and do it later. Did it set like a game title and stuff? I don't think it did. Or like a category for it. Hang on, is it under here? No. That's weird. Usually it has me pick like a topic for the stream. Oh, it's under entertainment and it should be under gaming. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go crazy with tags. All right, let's talk about this now. So, I was looking at the characters and trying to think the roles people currently have in the game, and like stuff that we don't know from this image still, and etc. So, Sheldon's up here for the obvious reason being the weapons keeper. Judd, judges battles, of course, they'd be up here. And then Grizz is just the final boss of the Splatoon 3 single player, so, sorry if that's a spoiler to you, though. When we come over to the Chaos side, the side that we're currently living in, we've worked with Octavio in the story mode. Um, and I think that's actually mostly, like, you could argue stuff with Salmon Run, but, like, what is this thing in the bottom right corner? This, like, weird salmon thingy? What? It's like an evil salmon. Like, what? But you can argue, Salmon Run has a big presence in this game. It's gotten harder. It's great. You know, maybe that has a reference to chaos, possibly. Um, Killer Whale. Actually, there's one thing here, and then there's one right here at the Princess Cannon, I guess. Either way, like we saw Killer Whale 5.1 come back. In the game, which is pretty cool. I mean, I guess that's kind of putting it out there a little bit. Um, but yeah. But what's weird is like a lot of this stuff isn't present in the game currently. It's like, Annie is in Splatoon, is in Inkopolis, as what they're calling it now, Inkopolis Plaza. In the plaza. Spike. I keep saying Skype, but Spike is yeah, they're also in the Splatoon 1 Plaza, but they look a little different, you know. You have like Iso Padre's interesting figure who we haven't seen at all. Same with Flo. There's a big abundance of Flo here. Um, oh yeah, Little Judd is known for backstabbing Judd's plans and taking over Salmon Run, at least it seems. Which is some cool stuff. But there isn't much we know about the chaos side of things. What's weird is in Splatoon 3 story, there's a big abundance of Agent 4 and 8. Now, it makes sense a little bit. Like Agent 8, we just saw today in the side order trailer, or we think. I'm pretty certain we did. Right, something up with Agent 8, which is cool to see. But nothing up on Agent 4, which is interesting. We saw Agent 3, and you can even see Agent 3's personality in Splatoon 3 through this pose. But it's weird how they're working with us in the story. Wouldn't it be a little bit? Cuttlefish is also here. Yet, you know what happened to the cuttlefish in the story. Spoilers if not. This is the jellyfish from Splatoon 2 in that shop, and then Krusty Sean, who's on who's doing the Wonder Cross travel thing. Um, so yeah, we don't know anything about this character, the jellyfish. And then we see some like Octarians, some memcakes, I guess, of them. And then you have the like hyper bomb from Marina, which is interesting. I wonder, but it's like we haven't seen much of the killer whale or the this megaphone like thing that much in Splatoon 3, which is weird. Um, then we have Merch, who is on order, who we see in the plaza. They've grown up to be more like Spike, which is interesting, but yet they're still in the like they're in Splatoon 3 as a main character. So like what's up with that? You'd think they'd have a bit of a presence in like you think a lot of this would have a presence in side order, but like not really, it feels like. The only thing that I think we can take from this is like we'll probably be working with with Tartar. Um and what else did we really get from Splatoon 3 from like this single player from this? Is like the little Judd backstabbing situation. Agent 8 here, who's looking at, I guess, the hyper bomb for some reason. I wonder if anyone's looking at this. Like, well, we have a new character in the game, new Agent 3, so like, you know, yeah, Cuttlefish, I guess looking at Pearl at Chaos for some reason. Hmm, weird. But it's like, with what happens to Cuttlefish, that has like zero reference here. Like, if if Team Order won, it's like, I don't think that would have changed the single player that much thinking about it. Um, Maybe like in terms of who we work with, Octavio versus Tartar. Who knows? But yeah, like I don't think it'd mean too much to it, I guess. The one thing that I can say is that if Team Order like won the Splatfest, not much would be different. Uh, the things that I feel like would be different though is that City of Chaos Splatsville would still be called Splatsville, just City of Order, and that have its own order theme to it. It wouldn't be as chaotic and old school and stuff. Maybe old school, but order. Um, because people are looking at the side order DLC and being like, "Yo, Order should have won." Not really, because I feel like what would happen right now, instead of what we saw with the DLC, where Splatoon 1's Plaza is now you know, the place we can go back to. I feel like it would have been inverted, where we would have saw some creepy Splatoon 1 Plaza shit like we saw today, but with Splatoon 2, and then we would be going back to Splatoon 2's Plaza being normal. I think. Um, because I think it's very evident that Splatoon 1 is chaos, Splatoon 2 is order, and it kind of does make sense. I mean, there's literally a fucking killer whale right here, and if you had to put something like some ultimate weapon to define Splatoon 2, it's definitely the hyper bombs. Um, so yeah. Um, it's weird how Callie is all dressed up like this, but Marie just isn't. It's just Marie's outfit. Weird. So yeah. Oh, I guess it kind of fits Marina a bit with the green. I don't know. It's also yeah. No, I didn't predict between three's colors. I mean, I guess you can say the gold kind of became yellow, and that's what carried over to three. And then I guess if order one, we would have saw like this blue color or maybe a green. I don't know. Coming to Splatoon. Um, but yeah. Hmm. I'm just kind of sitting here being like, what's gonna happen in the story? There's got to be something up with not killer, with hyper bombs. You already know Agent 8 is involved. Um, oh yeah, Sea Cucumber up here. We gotta see something up with this character. Here, I'll do this. With this character here, there's gotta be something up with this character. Sea Cucumber, like, come on, they're on Team Order clearly. Um, Definitely a lot of deep sea metro on this side of things. And then over here we see a lot of like single player ish stuff, like Octavio. I need a second to think. I don't know. There's not much. It's just like over here. There's like Tartar, Sea Cucumber, uh, Hyper Bombs, which are kind of a thing from Octo expansion. Um, yeah. And then over here, it's just Isopadre. That's the only thing I can get from Octo expansion over here. But yeah, I just find it weird how certain characters like Krusty Sean is doing a Wonder Crush trip when like you could have put him in Splatoon in the in Goblets Plaza. Why? Why did that happen? No clue. And then they replaced one other character. Oh yeah, Sheldon for the obvious reasons you have to. But yeah, it's weird they picked Krusty Sean to replace. Like this person's run a food truck before in Splatoon 2. It's like why aren't they here? I don't know. I guess if you introduce a new character to that, it'd be a little weird. Because before Annie ran Splatnet, so you know. And I also think the shops in Splatoon 1 or in the Inkopolis Plaza have a theme now. Or have a name. Before it was just Booyah Base and that was about it. I also think that they're taking a lot of UI, not UI, a lot of sounds from Splatoon 1 into the plaza. And I hope that they take that X button map and theme it to Splatoon 1 a bit, which would be hella cool, in my opinion. And there's also like mini games and stuff. Like, man, Splatoon 3 is really the definitive Splatoon game. It's crazy. I don't think Splatoon 4 is gonna top this in the way that Splatoon 3 is. It's more of gonna go in a new direction, go to a brand new place, do brand new stuff that we haven't seen before. That's like out of this world. That's crazy. It's gonna be like a Splatoon 2 again. Which I feel like because Splatoon 3 just kind of done everything, it's kind of like yeah, makes sense. Because I don't feel like Splatoon 1 really did everything. It was more of, oh shoot, this game is so broken, we got to tone it back down, and we toned it down a little bit too much, and we were kind of in the way of, hey, we got to move away from this. Like we just can't do this anymore. We got to do our own. We got to do something new. You know, it's a new system. You know, or just I think it's mainly just because of the whole concept of things being broken wasn't good. Towards the end of Splatoon 2, they started doing some things like with the killer whale and stuff that was like, wow, okay, that's a little for Splatoon 2 it was broken. But was nothing compared to Splatoon 1. I mean even the reference of a killer whale in that final Splatfest was kinda like a they're looking at Splatoon 1 with chaos, you know? It was kind of known. So yeah. But it would have been weird having Order win and then going back to Splatoon 2's Plaza because it's like, yeah, you like right now it makes sense because it's like, yeah, Splatoon 2 is on the Switch. You can buy that game if you want. It makes sense to go back there. But yeah, it almost gets me questioning what we'd be looking at instead of Eight's perspective. We'd be looking at Agent 4's perspective of things and how they're so clueless on stuff right now. Really weird to think about. And then we would be tearing up a Tartar, and then you would be, I guess, whatever Tartar's relationship is in this story mode. Weird. I don't think Marina's gonna be the final boss. Well, possibly. Like there is gonna be something up with Marina and Pearl in this DLC, but we'll see. Um, what else? What else? What else? Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting here like I want to know more about this. I mean, we still don't know everything about Splatoon 3 from this. Like, what's this thing down in the corner? I don't think Splatoon 2 is supposed to be there, by the way. Maybe if it is, I never saw it until today. But yeah, like we don't know Isopadre's relationship. I mean, we might see Isopadre in the DLC, but it's like this is supposed to be what is it called? Side order. So orders side of things a little bit. But yeah, but I just think with such its creepy theme to it, yeah, it's interesting. Like it's definitely not a this is how things would go if things were on Team Order. But I think we will see a little bit of that. Like I think we'll still see some weapons designed around the Order theme. I mean, we saw some in the trailer already. If you look back at one of the frames of information they gave us, it did show like some new weapon, which is pretty cool. Probably like a splatter shot alternative, like how Octo Expansion had with the Octo shot. I still think a new species is definitely playable. I think the interesting thing that the thing that I'm most interested about. I mean, one is the overall vibe of this expansion is like really really eerie and dark and creepy, and I fucking love it. Um, I mean, Octo Expansion definitely had its own thing, and it was great. But this is like this is good. I don't know what else to say. Octo Expansion was good, and then this one is looking even better. Like it's taking Splatoon to new levels, which I enjoy. But I think the thing that I like the most about Octo Expansion is like how they really kind of felt like they were teetering that E10 plus rating and getting a little like, whoa, that's an E10 plus game? Okay. Very minimally though. Like specifically in the character creation section, how things look a little, it almost gets a little new at the beginning. It's like, wow, they went there. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. Only for the beginning though, which is a shame. Um, because and it looks like in here they might be playing with that a little bit more, which I'm like, all right, cool. I hope this like really goes to the edge of the E10 plus limit. Like it's like, yeah, we'll give this E10 plus, but like barely, you know. Um, and I wonder if we're gonna see like some death in this story mode or something, like, because that'd be kind of nice. Not that I like death, it's just I want some more drama in Splatoon, man. I want to see some more like, you know, crazy story moments in this game. So yeah, because it's like right now, it's like you see a character and you're like, or they build it up as like they're gonna die, and it's like they're not gonna kill the character. This is an E10 plus game, and then they make you think they do, and then they just don't, and it's like, oh my god, I'm just like, just commit to it already. But yeah, I mean the good thing the ELC is not rated, but I feel like you don't want to mess with the ESRB a little too much. But yeah, like I'm shocked by how much we just don't know about Splatoon 3 from this still, or like what's to come. Annie, um, that like that salmonid thing in the bottom right. Flo, we don't know what's up with them. Iso Padre, uh, it's weird. Callie and Marie have had a pretty meh standpoint this entire time. Like we haven't really seen the decision towards the Splatfest at all. It's just kind of like it's on their own sides, despite them both being like they remind you of Pearl and Marina a bit more. It's like what? It's a bit weird how it's like that, you know? Uh I don't know. You could argue it's like carrying over Splatfest themes. I don't know, but it's like Callie with a crown, like Pearl's crown, is a little like interesting. And then Marie has Marina's headphones. But like we don't know anything about that at all. It's like, huh? The only time we see Kelly and Marie is in the story mode doing their own thing, and in Splatoon 1's Plaza, and that's about it. They gotta play some role in this DLC, you would think, right? I don't know. It's just weird to see that, you know, and there's nothing about it. Um, yeah. I wish they would bring back the killer whale, like the OG killer whale, like they did in Splatoon 2, because it's on the tide of chaos. And then in like the DLC, they do some hyper bomb stuff, you know. So yeah, well, like what they did in they didn't really do in Nocturne's expansion. Not the final boss they did with like against Tartar, but that and like the final Splatfest in Splatoon 2. But yeah, but it's weird how they're not like going a bit more into this. I don't know. It's interesting. It doesn't give you a clear cut look at things. Like Pearl, we haven't seen Pearl at all in this expansion, or Marina. You know, they're really going to be in this expansion. Um, it's weird though how they're advertised to be on world tour. This clearly isn't a world tour unless it's like you consider it a world tour because we're going to Ingopolis as the first place, and then we're going to Splatoon 2's hub for the second place. I also wonder, it is like we already know it's in current day, but is this like the real Ingopolis square, or is this like something of Agent 8's imagination or something? Because it's like, you know, a bit weird that like I feel like if you're gonna say it's a world tour, my immediate mind goes to, oh, this is gonna be open world Splatoon. We get to go around the entire place or something. Um, yeah, it's like what we saw today with side order is like that's what this was referencing. Like that's what you were talking about. Okay, that's definitely something. I think the concept of it being white is interesting and how there's like no ink in a way, I guess you could say. I wouldn't say no ink, but how it's like there's no color, which is like the pure opposite of Splatoon. Um, that's really interesting. But you saw a lot of like black in the screenshots or in the art pieces they showed, and I people say like it's like oil or something, and I'm like that could be like blood. That'd be cool. Although wouldn't their blood be like ink or something? Then they have these like fishes at the end, and it's like they're like these tadpoles or whatever you call it. I don't know what they are at the ending, and it's like, what is this? We're like underwater. I mean, it seems like this new species from one of the like art pieces is like resistant to water, which would make it really interesting because even in Splatoon 3 when you die, when you fall off the map, they use water. But this player is resistant to water a little bit. They won't just die when they fall off the map. They just go in the water and still survive. So is this gonna add like a new interactivity to the current multiplayer maps where like, hey, if the player of this new species goes in the water or jumps off the map, they'll get access to like other access of the map that like you wouldn't normally get access to because inklings and octolings can't survive in water. That'd be a little unfair though. The big thing in the multiplayer game is you don't want to do that. You want everyone to access the area. So maybe they'll make it where they make the stages designed around water, and then they'll be like, oh, but if you're of this species, you could still go across the water or something, or you can still walk through the water. But if an inkling or octoling touches it, they die. That'd still be a bit like unfair. Hmm. It's really weird. You know. Yeah. I'm just kind of sitting here like I just want to know more. Like, yeah, what we saw is great. It's definitely a tease, and it's a better tease than Octo expansion, I feel like. Well, here, let's go back to Octo expansion's tease. I feel like not many people have uploaded their reactions to the DLC. It's like, yeah, this one. That's a little loud. You're not gonna hear it, but yeah, it's alright. Hopefully, you don't drop any frames here. Like, this is definitely like a one vibe. Like, it's like, wow, that's a little like creepy. Then we get on a train with like Cuttlefish, who's missing in Splatoon 2. And it's like, what are you doing? We know that this person was on a research trip. They really just tease us with characters like Pearl and Marina, but yet we never physically see them at all in the expansion, which is interesting. Like they're side characters, they help us, but they're not there, so it's a little misleading. Iso Padre, who is the person from Mem Cakes, but it's also like they don't have that big of a role. But they're a character, and you can kind of tell them doing Mem Cakes. I mean, at the time you wouldn't guess, because you wouldn't look at that. Then you see all these species, and you're like, what are these things? But like they don't really mean anything. They're just passengers. You got Sea Cucumber here, who's the conductor. It's like it showed a lot. Oh, my desktop audio is on. Yeah. These are the enemy octolings. So this never happens in the game though. But I guess for a teaser, it's like, yeah. And there's your Tartar, which is not seen on a train usually, but you know, who's the villain. Here's where it gets a little like, what? But we never see that. This is the character selection screen. Like, I think this is like a, what? I mean, here it shows you what the train is. I mean, what this telephone is, really. Sea Cucumber at the start. They showed us UI already? Damn. This is on the first level. Yeah. It's weird how they went that specific screenshot, this one here, of it being really close in. And that's the beginning, and they, yeah. Man, I don't know what the, like, I feel like Arc Expansion did a better job at teasing it than what we saw today with Side Order. Because all we really got of Side Order is like, probably shouldn't be watching it because of the just, man, it really, my computer is so dead in this. I find it interesting, like, also this isn't in HD. See, look at Spike right there. Oh, they'll show him later. But it's weird how they like updated all of this. Like they changed the what the stores look like a little bit from the outside. I think that's like a Splatoon 2 ad and stuff. They put the shoal right here. There's the cafe. Usually no one was in it actually, but you have like this TV up here which is new. This is also new for the Zapfish. Like a lot of the art up here is new, or like posters and stuff. It's weird seeing the shoal here inside of the Battle Dojo though. Then they have all these stairs that's new. Like there's a lot of development in Egopolis still, which is cool to see. It's been so long since we've been here. Back here is where Skype is. If you don't know. And then that's Callie Marie in their studio. You get a bit of a look back here, and like the station looks really different. Like it almost looks, I mean it's probably just the reflection of this out the window. Yeah, it definitely is. But like you have this upper area of it now. I guess, and it's definitely where you come off of. So it's like this is the Splatsville, most definitely. But like the station behind it is like really different now. And then over here you see some art of like Front Row and Kelly and Marie, which I don't believe was there before. Um, it's interesting how they put the Zapfish in this. We can get a good frame of this, right? Yeah, there it goes. Oh, look how it comes in. Interesting. But yeah, there you go. Oh, look, they even have the mailbox here. Does it even have a Miiverse thing right there? If it does, it's cool. I miss these speakers. And then it looks like the entrance to the lobby is a little different. Slightly. Maybe. Possibly. If I remember correctly, I think this is slightly different. It's not like big like this and stuff. Like I don't believe that speaker's up here. Um it's so weird. I wonder if you can still see Splatoon 2's plaza from here. I don't think you can. I think you can only see Splatoon 1's and Splatoon 2's plaza. Which would be interesting to see in side order. But your shops all are in the same location. It's like familiar but different. Like it's the same thing, but it's slightly different. I don't remember Sheldon's shop being here, but I think it is actually there. These are all the same plot. The tower, I think this aspect, nah, that's been there. I think it's just weird seeing it in such a high quality. Also, these things, left, up, right, down. What is that for? Like this TV is definitely new, or maybe what it's displaying is new. This thing up here looks new, and then this border up here looks new. And these like vertical. This building might have gotten actually taller. No, I don't think so. This looks like the same level. I don't know. Also, look at this expansion pass logo. On the bottom half of it, we see different colors, and there's four. Okay, blue, cyan, red, and yellow. Yellow is probably Splatoon 3 games. But I wonder what the other three are for. Maybe it's just the DLC theme. I don't know. They also put balloons here. I don't think those were there originally. I feel like Southern Shop was slightly different in the game, but maybe it's just me. Yeah, look right there. It's where your single player used to be. And I don't know what it is right now. God, they cut it so early. Back here, you can see, well, Salmon Run's right here now. I think this was just all boarded up in the first game. But like this Callie and Marie thing, what was this from? God, I think Wave Goodbye, like the art they used for that, which is cool to see in game. You got like some front row art. Recon's just right back here, which is like, okay, I will say for this hub, it's really like they really crammed it, you know, with stuff. It's crazy. And then you have like the little mini game machine right here. I hope you can play the mini games. So yeah. Like I feel like they just retexture like everything looks like it's a bit more Splatoon 3-ish themed. Yeah, this is pretty similar to the first game. I wonder what went into the work of this place. Oh yeah, by the way, table tariffs right there. So yeah. It's crazy to buy the DLC for this though, but it makes sense. So Jalfonso is running Jellyfresh. I don't believe these shops had names, and the interior looks different than it does in Splatoon 1, if I'm correct. Um, Actually, this one might look a bit more similar to Splatoon 1, but it's definitely not the same, you know? So, yeah. I think Jellyfresh is a different name. It's, you know, than what it was in Splatoon 2, or in Splatoon 1. And then all the gear at the bottom is displayed just like Splatoon 3 is, not like Splatoon 1, which is something to note. And then I think that text is new. Jellyfresh, thanking your visit. This is definitely new, like dialogue. This looks similar but different, I think. I don't know. They probably had to change the backgrounds a bit. Like I know the Amber Knights is different. Like I think a lot of the art in the background's different, and a lot of the like some of the hats that maybe not in Splatoon 1 are in Splatoon 3 got removed. Stuff like that. Annie's wearing a different outfit, which is cool. Oh yo, fishnets. That's cool. Didn't even notice that. I don't think we've seen a Splatoon character wear fishnets before. Um, but yeah, it's cool to see. I wonder if their sidekick talks. This guy Mo. And then we have Shelly. This area reminds me a lot of like Splatoon 1, but it's twist on it. And they also have some new weapons in the background. You got the sniper rider right here, and you got the big swig. Is that a splash shot Nova back here or something? What's behind this? That has to be a new weapon. Hold up. Oh no, that's definitely a splatter shot Nova. And then whatever this thing is. Nozzle nose? Brella? Are we getting a new Brella? Right here? Or is that a charger? I don't know. We'll find out soon. Ink tank? Right here? What is this thing? Like a giant ink tank. Yeah, I think it is an ink tank. Auto bombs. Auto bombs were in Splatoon 1 actually. Tri-slosher. Like they just put a lot of the new weapons in here. And then you got like these pictures of Sheldon. It's like they're definitely his kids. But like, what is this image here? There's also not much here to go off of. But yeah. And then Ammonites. That wasn't established till Splatoon 2. I believe the name of it, I think. Actually, maybe there was names for these shops. I don't know. I could find out real quick. I like how Donnie has like a ooh voice. Yeah, yeah. What is this? What is this guy? What? Why? Ugh. Man, Krusty Sean, miss him. But I think this place is entirely new. I think I'm pretty certain it is. Um. So yeah. Also, it's weird how they group them together and then they expand when you select them. That never happened in the previous games, so it's weird to see it here. But yeah, it's like Splatoon 3 with a bit of Splatoon 1. I think even these icons are the same as Splatoon 1, which is cool. But like Shrimp Kicks, I don't know if that was the shop name in then. But yeah. You want those? Breadcrumbs. So people were looking back here and were like, is that a test range? I don't see that at all. Then there's definitely this thing. That has Harmony actually on it. That reminds me of the general store. So I'm pretty certain this just acts as the general store. Because there's one store that isn't here, it's a general store. So I bet you go here to order stuff through it. Because like, look at the logo. Which is like, damn, it took away our squid jump. I wonder if this building is still there in Splatoon 1. I think it just buttered up. And you can even see a bit of Splatoon 3 with its accent here, which is cool. Table turf battle. The show. Man, the battle dojo. I think that's in a similar spot as it was in Splatoon 1. Maybe it was a bit more back there though, because you couldn't look behind it. But like, look at this metro system back here. It's very different. Yeah, you. What happened to Spike? To Skype? Like, he has glasses now and is old and is wearing like some witch-like stuff. Sorry, I don't know how witchcraft works. But like, what is this? What's up with Skype? Spike. Oh God. I really want to know. Same way here too. I'm pretty sure it's just the same thing merch does. Splatfest. They also, what's up with the TV screen up here with Callie? It's like, that's not normal. Probably just a bug right now. But like the post being all up here and like everywhere, it's like, okay, wow. People were looking at this like, how is the 3 teams gonna work? Have you not seen the tower? It's red now. This is clearly a rock, paper, scissors Splatfest because it's like rock, paper, scissors. Come on. These posts I think are new. I haven't played Splatoon 1 Splatfest, but they did change the song. I have used the amiibos in Splatoon 1 to bring it up, so yeah. Also, their leggings changed like colors. I think that was a thing in Splatoon 2. I could be wrong. Or it's not just that, it's like the color. Like if you look at Marie's shirt or Callie's shirt here, like with these little holes in the middle, like those change too. So is it like a bodysuit or something? I don't know. But yeah, they also have a light right here now, like beaming down. It looks like it looks cool. It's like, is that a Shifty Station? Oh, they changed the posters a bit more in the lighting. That's cool. Like, I don't believe all these posts were here. Oh, yeah, look at the background. They're in the background now. That definitely didn't exist in Splatoon 1 and, like, up in the sky and, like, all around here. It's because in Splatoon 3 it displays so many posts in the plaza that it's kind of overwhelming. And, yeah. Like, look, they're even floating back here. Like, what the fuck? How are they floating? I don't think that's supposed to happen. There's supposed to be a billboard back there. Anyways, here we go to side order. So this is clearly the Splatoon 2 hub. Which is like, what the fuck? There's like dead coral on the ground. This stuff was probably coral themed. This elevator. It's like, what? What is that? You can see even like the rail. It's weird where the coral is placed. And like, it's weird how it looks like you can almost enter the shop and like the shoal and stuff. Like, it's so weird. What is that? It looks like the stream just glitched. What is this? Also, you can still see remnants of Grisco back here. And then over here is where Octo Expansion is. But there's probably something back there just hiding it from you. But yeah. Which is really weird. And then all of the screens are like coral themed now. It's just bland, and then the lobby is just this tower. It reminds me of Arc Expansion Telephone. Straight up. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. This outfit is like, wow. It reminds me of Octo Expansion. Like, let's go back and look at these images real quick. That, it's like a hand coming out from like an abyss of coral or something. It almost like there's an afro right here. Call me crazy. What is this? There's so much, it's so much blurred. These definitely are blurred. They really went hard on censoring this. You'll notice as they go through, The time they show him gets less and less. Like, look at this tower. What is this? Even in the background, there is coral. So that is definitely a look. That is definitely a look at the new character. I don't know if it's us, but there's this thing right here. This is a new weapon, probably a splatter shot weapon, which is like, what is that? You got this like rainbow tablet. It reminds me of our CQ device in Octo Expansion. And then you got like that same white outfit we just saw, maybe. It's hard to see the zipper though. And it looks almost like a tank toppy thing. I don't know if it's actually this is on a belt. Interesting. But yeah, I'm kind of sitting here like what? It's really blurred though, but interesting to look at. The hair look the same as the one from the plaza we just saw, so probably the same character. Crap, they're going by so quick. This one is like what? It's people are looking at this like the new species being playable, which I can see. Actually, no. This is the fuzzy ooze. This is the same shape as the fuzzy ooze, and this looks like a head. So yeah. And then like I don't know what happened down here, but this looks like maybe an enemy, or maybe it's like they're using the fuzzy ooze to like you'll see in a sec actually. This is like wow. It's almost like is this the white top or is this like a little bit of nudity? It's like probably clothing. This is an E10 plus game, but yeah, it's like what is all these spiky things like, and then all this coral stuff. It's like what is the black? We never saw any black there. Like, is it just like goop or something? Like oil or like I love it. Like black and white, just contrasting colors. Just what the fuck? This probably doesn't mean much at the end of it. Like I doubt we're gonna be here. Like look at back at Octo Expansion. A lot of this stuff didn't mean much. Marina, it's a little bit glitched out, which is interesting. Um, but I don't think there's much. I think that's the blue color to the end of Marina's hair is like the enemy, possibly, which is something to speculate about. Marina's outfit is also different, so don't know what it is. All we can see is like this, and it gives me like, is this just like a bra or something? There's got to be more to this. This is an E10 plus game. Not Nintendo would put someone in a bra like that. That's a little like, this is a kid's game, you know? But yeah, this guy's orange actually. Interesting to note that. God, two images. Oh shoot. Come on. Damn it. They show him so quickly. That one. In the elevator. What is this? Probably a reflection. And there's a solo foot. There's not much take from this. So, yeah. Just, it's in an elevator. Probably in that middle tower or something. That almost looks like Tartar. It's coral. And then this character here, whatever that is, probably either something new. There's a bit of an ink tank shot actually. That's an ink tank. So this is definitely a new character. It almost reminds me of Pearl's outfit being baggy, but it's definitely not Pearl. Probably a cuttlefish like the new species. Maybe it's 8. Ugh. My throat just like did some weird stuff. Might need to drink water in a sec. And there's that. Rough image, obviously. Elevator stuff. Yeah, it's definitely a new species right there. It's weird how it's like it's gotta be simplified. So I'm like, yo, where's its clothes? It's gotta be simplified art. Um why are they showing the elevator so much? It's kind of like, what is this place? Is it like a church or something crazy? Like, what the fuck? That people are telling me that this reminds them of Octo Expansion's last level. Actually, I think it's not this one, but it's something similar. But it reminds me of this look 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 a bit. But yeah, that's definitely 8 there on the right. This probably is like level stuff. That's just that pearl. That was pearl, by the way. And this is like, people said this was like a dead salmonoid, which is like, okay, wow. But I think there's like something evil with that red glow to it. It's like, I'm just sitting here like, what is that? That screenshot there is like really interesting to me. Where is it? I'll try to stop at the pearl one. No, it's back more. God, they get so quick. Wait, we already passed it? Nah, right there. There's Pearl. But I don't think Pearl means anything in this expansion. Because Pearl's the one who's like in control of the chaos side of things. So, I mean, even then, Pearl looks normal, you know? Like with the pink tentacles and stuff, just like Splatoon 2. So, I don't think Pearl has anything to do here. It's just, yeah. Those glasses are definitely from Splatoon 2, though. So, yeah. This scene is like, okay, we got coral, the black stuff. There's gray in here now, which is like, whoa. And there's red. It's oh man, there better be blood. There better be blood in this expansion. Or like red ink, maybe? God, what is all this? I want to know. And like, jeez, whatever the important thing is up. Because like what the character's looking. This is like, what color is this? Brown? Is the character brown or something? There's that. Reminds me of Octo Dimension's interesting with all this white stuff. That's how I don't know. I would say an outfit, but it's not right here where you think it'd be. But yeah, elevator shop. It's like, whatever it is, this is definitely the villain. And yeah, that definitely is. That's definitely a villain or something. And they just cut off its head. They just give you this the body, and it's like, what is this? Oh, you know what? In Splatoon 3, in the train station, there's like this picture of a bodily organ. I think it's like a stomach or something. And it reminds me of this picture. It's like, this is like the entire system. If you look at Octopus from the way out, how it's like a humid, that's what this is. I'm pretty, because like, come on, what are these stems and like these giant things here relate to? Like, it's got to be something. This is blocking off the head. That's a neck, right? I don't know. There's this. I don't know what to say about this, but it's cool. Oh, and this is definitely like, they're probably using that fuzzy ooze to like replicate people or something, or I don't know. The fuzzy ooze definitely plays a role in here, but it's like, we're making like carbon copies of people. Like, it's basically like whatever character you pick in the story mode, every character is going to look exactly like yours. Maybe like a skin tone difference, possibly. No, because this has a different skin tone in this player. So eyebrows look the same though. Hair looks the same. Outfit looks similar from what we can see. It's like, but then this. Actually, are these the same as this? Definitely not. So I don't know. Interesting. Maybe they're like walking into something. Who knows? Who knows? I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll just wait for the details. I'm not going to speculate. Oh man, what is this? So this is definitely like you know, artist imagine you work your way up to the top. This is definitely a same concept. You work your way up this building, but it has a definitive ending, so it's like, it's so weird. Like, is your out? Like, I don't feel like this place is like the main hub, possibly. Like, you're definitely not gonna be out here much. This is like the train station or Octo expansion. The meat and potatoes is inside that building. You know, that's what I feel like. Um, Maybe it'd be cool if you went in the shops and stuff, but like, I don't think so. This could be a part of the Octo expansion, like the Deep Sea Metro, I guess you could say, but like, there's no coral thing down there, so who the hell knows? And the sky is like that color, that orange color. Where do you see that in like ocean themes? Like, God, Part of me wants to show this to like a science professor here and be like, what could this mean? And then there's this final photo. I think it's the final one. I don't know. Man, I don't know. It's weird because sometimes we see the character's hair be brown, sometimes we see it be red a little bit. It's like, what is going on? Are we trying to like bring back the color, bring back the ink in these characters, which would be a cool thing to see? Yeah, you can see the character's hair is brown, but it becomes red later on, so it definitely sounds like a restoring the color of the character or something. I don't know. It's so. Does that tower have an ending? They just stop it there. That tower then, how it either does have a definitive ending or it just keeps going up. I mean, there's that arrow pointing up. It's like a smartphone for Splatoon 2. It's like, what am I looking at? Good lord. See, now I want to see. Are these right here boxes? No. No, right? Oh my god. I'm still shook. Like, I still don't know what to think. So yeah. And then you get like these fish coming in from the top left. Like tadpoles. They have reflections too. So weird. Like, what is this? I don't know what that is. Or what that's trying to say. Like, that's pretty much it. Oh my god. But I feel like we know the level that we know about Octo Expansion. Like, yeah. I feel like we know less. Because there we got to see some menus. Here we just didn't. It's just teasing it, which is fine. I think Inkopolis is coming in March. Call me crazy. I think we're gonna get that trailer for the new season. What, Monday or something like that? Yeah, Monday. And then there's gonna be like, oh yeah, Inkopolis is a thing on. You can go there on March 1st because spring season. Why wouldn't you do that? They don't usually drop content in the middle of a season like this, like DLC. Um, and I think Wave 2 would probably be summer because that is the next season after spring, and it would mark the year, the game, a full year of Splatoon 3. So it makes sense for it to be the summer season. So yeah. Actually, summer, fall. Wait, but we were in the first season for 3 months. Hmm. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. We didn't get a fall season last time? We went from we're in chill season now. Drizzle season to chill season. When is fall? September, October, November, December. We started out with that's weird. Then how is it gonna, I don't know. It's weird. But probably gonna be like a summer. But summer would be the next season that would start after this one. So March, June, and September. Unless June would be the fall season. But fall is not in June. Last time I checked, that's summer. And then the fall season would start in September. That actually makes sense. So wait, are they gonna have the fall season start September, and then it's gonna be like, oh yeah, Splatoon 3 definitely launches in fall. Oh god. Yeah, that has to be how it goes. Unless spring is not this season but the next season, but no, because spring is fresh season, so weird. It's like they knew this was happening. I guess they just screwed up the launch. Yeah. allowing players to efficiently choose their idols and relive their nostalgia. I don't remember that happening. Maybe like this final Splatfest, I guess. Universal Order won the final fest. I don't think this is the story where like I don't think this is the reality where Order would have won. Like we definitely wouldn't be here. We'd still be in Splatsville with the City of Chaos and stuff. But City of Order, you know. Um, like that's pretty obvious. You wouldn't be in this world. But it does get me thinking like, yo, if Order won and we would be in the City of Order, Splatsville, um, and like the whole game was that, this DLC would just be in theme of Inkopolis Plaza with a chaotic theme with rock music, probably music like our Splatoon 3 game has, at least from Seaside, and yeah, like that's mainly it, right? With like the iconic Splatoon 3 theme music, um, and then we would see whatever this DLC puts out. That music would be used for like Splatoon. Well, what Splatoon 3 would have been if Order won, which is pretty cool. In terms of Splatoon 4, let's go there because we can. I think this game is going to be the like be all end alls for the current region of Splatoon. And it's going to feel like the ultimate Splatoon game, just the be all end all Splatoon. Where do we go from here? You might think. Well, not Inkopolis, that's for sure. Splatoon 3 kind of left Inkopolis a little bit, but not really. We did leave Inkopolis to go to Splatsville. But Splatsville is still in the same region of Inkadia, you know? So, actually, there's a map. Hold up, there's a map. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. There's this map. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Show me the map. Ah, this one. Yeah. Egopolis Square, Pearl's house. Like, Egopolis Tide line, river line. This Egopolis coastal connector border zone. I definitely think that hmm, if this is affecting the Plaza of Egopolis Square, my bad. If this is only affecting Egopolis Square, then wouldn't this also be in turn for the Inkopolis Plaza? Actually, they don't even call it Plaza. I was like, why aren't they saying Inkopolis Plaza? It's just Inkopolis. It kind of reminds me of Octoling Turf, the wasteland, how it's all white over there. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird how we never been past Mount Nantai outside of like single player. Like we never been to the Great Turf War craters at all. You know. And then on the side of Splatsville, there's like not much terrain there. It's like, yeah, it's weird. Like if you look on the right with Splatoon 1 and 2, there's a lot of lore and stuff there, which is interesting. But like on Splatoon 3 side, it's just nothing. So yeah, weird. Um like this definitely isn't reality, right? It has to be either like Deep Sea Metro related, but I don't think this would be Deep Sea Metro because we're definitely going up. Maybe up to the surface again. I don't know. It might have some sort of underwater theme to it. Um, but yeah, weird. But it's also like we've never experienced. Actually, if we look up here, there's all this white right here, and I wonder if that's what this DLC is based off of. Maybe, possibly. But it could just be no, because there's a border zone for the Yocto stuff. But look how it just stops in the detail department right here. it's like we still don't know any of this. Maybe it's for future Splatoon games. Also, what is this little creature right here? Cactus? Nothing about it. Maybe that's squirrel. Did they actually tease the DLC right here? Maybe they both went out, and I guess they just rebuilt the Inkopolis Square for order because they couldn't go. Like I guess the winning team of the Splatfest would go to Splatsville, and their theme would take over. Um, but I guess they were just like, well, we lost, so we'll just relocate right here. Hmm. Or maybe they just. It's definitely not here because it's not taking control of Inkopolis. Inkopolis is fine. The square is what's you know the the square. I don't know what to say. So yeah, border zone. That's a weird. I haven't seen like Calamari County and stuff before. Like there's a lot of stuff to look at in Splatoon. Yeah, I'll probably just end it off there. So I think it's a good discussion for the DLC and stuff. We went on for about an hour, a bit longer than I wanted to. I wanted to be a shorter stream, but that's okay. I'll see you all later. I got school tomorrow. I'm tired and blah blah blah. So yeah, see ya.